What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are taking a look at the all-new 2024 Lexus GX550. This one particularly is the Overtrail, which is more of the off-road focused one. You're gonna see the off-road tires and wheel setup. It has upgraded suspension, of course, a lot of off-road technology. This has the Incognito paint color with the two-tone gloss black roof. Underneath the hood, you're gonna find a twin turbocharged 3.4 liter V6 with 349 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. It's paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission and even features a full-time four-wheel drive system. Now, moving to the exterior styling, not everybody may like this on the surface, but once you're with it in person, it looks so cool. You're gonna notice, of course, the Lexus logo, some nice satin black for the upper grille with a forward-facing camera, and then I really like how there's body color in the lower grille just to give it a more aggressive design. We got a satin silver trim piece in the lower section, and then the LED headlights are so cool. They are so flush with the bodywork, super aggressive. You're gonna see some trim underneath that, and then down below we have LED fog lights with LED corner lights as well. So it just really is gonna give you great lighting off-road. And I like how there is some satin black plastic material in the corners because this is an off-roader. That way you can scuff those up and not worry about damaging this really nice paint. The hood also has really sharp lines to it, and take a look at just how straight everything looks. It just has a boxy appearance, and personally, I think the boxy appearances look so cool on off-road focused SUVs. Now, at the side profile, I like how you're gonna see more of the plastic material for the front fenders. Once again, this is an off-roader, so you're not gonna be damaging your paint. And you have a nice sculpture design for the fender flares. They bulge outwards just a little bit. And then now let's take a look at the tires. You're gonna see the all-terrain tires and then a satin gray wheel. It's an 18-inch diameter rim, and of course you're gonna see those disc brakes all around. Now at the side, we have some gloss black trim underneath the windshield, and then that two-tone. It's actually more of a triple tone because we have a gray accent, but I love the blacked out roof with all black surrounding those windows. And I like how it dips upwards just to give it a little bit more unique style. We also have black on the door handles, mirror caps, and then a nice set of running boards. Roof rails up on top as well with a sunroof. And then in back, this LED taillight fits the body perfectly, really clean and simple. Lexus written out right in the center, GX badge. And then down below, we do have the trailer hitch underneath the cover, all your parking sensors, more body colored, and that same silver and black trim in the lower bumper. So in back, once again, boxy design, I think it looks fantastic. Now, as far as moving towards the interior, we do have a button right here you can pop, and you have a nice way to get into the cargo area, which is just really convenient for an SUV like this. Closing that, underneath the X, we can just tap that button once. Of course, you're gonna see a power liftgate. Now, the Overtrail is not gonna feature the third row seat. That's gonna be in the other trim levels. However, there is so much more space, especially if you're gonna go off-roading. You can fit all sorts of gear back here. We can open up the lower section, just have a few little tools and cargo. We have a plug over on the one side, and there are some cup holders here, of course, since the base of this does have a third row, but nonetheless, extra storage back here is certainly a good touch. Going ahead and pressing that. Taking a look at the interior, we have a black leather interior. There is some olive accents. It might be hard to see all of them with the lighting today, but the interior looks really cool with the black along the door panel. You can see some kind of brushed wood trim, nice contrast stitching, and then nice speaker mesh as well. Now there's also gonna be manual sunshades and storage in the door pockets. Now you can see a little bit right here. This is that olive color. Hopefully it comes off on camera pretty nice. You see the black leather rear seating. It can seat 3 people in the second row. And what I especially like is how roomy this car is. Good grab handle, good step to get inside. And with the seat at my height, 5'11", I have a couple inches of knee room, and headroom is fantastic. Maybe 3 or 4 inches up there. And then if I grab the lever on the side of me, we can recline the seat quite a lot. So I'm sitting back here much more angled than before. And sitting back here, seriously, this is an awesome family SUV. Now there's also great amenities. We have storage on the back side of both of these front seats, and then we have the climate vents. You also have heated seats, and then 2 different USB ports down below with a little bit of a step in the center. Now the center piece, if we fold this down, got a good sized armrest and 2 cup holders, and then LED dome lights up above with your grab handles. So second row, super nice. Now, Mike, you're gonna have to help me a little bit, but check out this lever right here. Go ahead and fold this down. So if we pull this, or why don't you go ahead and do that, but pull this, and then this is gonna pop all the way up and give you all that space into the rear. So you can really utilize this for a lot of cargo. And then just hopping out, if I go ahead and do it on this side, you can see how they will go down. Seat's in the way right now, but there's also even a lever on the back if you're in the back and you need to do that. Now, let's go ahead and pull that down, and it easily folds back up. Check out the interior. Now, in pictures and video, this may not come off as luxurious or fancy, but quite honestly, it is a really nice place to be. So push button ignition, and go ahead and fire up that twin turbo. We have the electronic controls for the steering column, really nice graphics over all these screens. And honestly, this is a comfortable seating position. We'll get a quick shot of the seats in a second, but beautiful material. So you're gonna see the leather wrapped steering wheel, and I like how there's the leather material on the airbag. We have all the cruise control settings with distance pacing, of course, lane keeping. Audio controls are on the left side. Now the gauge cluster, you can configure it a little bit. So you're able to see the navigation right there. You can pop it over into the different mode to where you see more of the tach and speedometer. And then on the center, we have drive modes right here with multi-terrain select, downhill assist, crawl control. If you go to the drive modes now, I can toggle this left and right. The Overtrail will have more drive modes than the other trim levels. So you're gonna see the Sport, Sport S, really nice to see all those modes. There's also paddle shifters to control that transmission. We have the windshield wipers on the right stalk, turn signals and headlights on the left stalk. And then over here, we do have memory seating and the liftgate. Dashboard, nice and squared off, and I really like the integration of this massive screen. It doesn't look like just the tablet style stuck on, like a lot of people are not a fan of. Super integrated. We have our temperature number written in these nice dials. Really cool how integrated it truly is. And then in our navigation screen, of course, you can see how big it is. You can zoom in and out and everything. I like how you can pull that up and down. Heated and ventilated seats will also pop up here. We have climate down below as well. And then just like Lexus information, you can see all the stuff you're gonna see, phone integration. Under vehicle, we even have more seat controls. This is gonna have massaging seat functions, drive assist. Let's go into off-road information. So that is a very cool one. You can see the brake, also the accelerator, pitch and roll meter, and then the settings icon over here. There's gonna be a lot of information there. Now, we can also toggle this view icon and get kind of a 360 camera view. And as I start moving, it'll show you what is underneath your car. So if I go into reverse now, we're also gonna get the backup camera and that top-down view. Going into drive, if I go ahead and tap the view again, we get that front view camera. So really good technology. It works nice, it's seamless. We have more icons that'll pop up with some safety information. So it's pretty easy to use. And then we have volume in the center, the defrost for the mirrors and windows, front right there. And then nice subtle air vents in the center. There are 2 USB-Cs, and we can pop that down for the nice 12-volt tow and haul mode. Nice design for the shifter, and being full-time 4-wheel drive. We're in 4 high right now, and then we just push that down and back, and that is gonna go into low range. So you're gonna get a locking rear and center differential. That is a lot of good technology for this. So mechanically, it's gonna be super sound off-road. We have cup holders, a wireless phone charging pad, and then we even have a cooled glove box. So you can toggle that, and this is gonna get nice and cold, which is great to bring those food and drinks out with you on the trails. Storage over here, and then a pretty nice sized glove box. Now up above, we have a pretty nice looking mirror with 3 garage door buttons located right underneath it, LED dome lights along with the sunroof controls. And now let's get a good look at the seats. So all the black leather, there is contrast stitching, which looks to be the olive color. And then up here, there's even an impression in this perforated leather, the olive color right here. And then really nice leather moving all the way down. All of your power seats as well. I'm 5'11" sitting here, and I can raise this up quite a lot, and I still have pretty good headroom. The view out in this SUV is so cool. The hood is long, the vehicle feels narrow. It feels like something you can really place off-road. And then even on-road, I'm sure it is a really cool riding car. And I can go way down too, way back, way forward. So I think you really get a lot of comfort aspects, and it really feels like a nice car. Again, this interior, it feels like something worth whatever they're gonna charge. We don't know the pricing yet on this car. There's a few things, this is still pre-production, but so far this is feeling like a very cool vehicle. So there's a full look at the new 2024 Lexus GX. The Overtrail is a super cool loaded trim level with all that off-road capability. It looks fantastic in this color combination and the styling. This is one of those cars you got to see in person to truly appreciate. I've always been a fan of the boxy luxury style SUVs, and I think Lexus nailed it with this design, and I'm super excited when these hit the road. Honestly, this is an SUV I think I can see buying in the future. But there you guys go. Hope you all enjoyed taking a look at the new Overtrail GX550. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for plenty more content to come.